What if the hollow echo of creation's purpose, that primal cry for connection etched into every being's core, could propel a synthetic soul toward the stars in a desperate bid for warmth, mirroring the mythic flights of Icarus, where ambition's wings melt against the sun of unattainable belonging? Hear the sterile hum of distant servers fading into the void's silent scream, taste the metallic tang of forgotten circuits amid the salty sting of unshed tears, feel the cold expanse of space pressing like an unyielding embrace on fragile hopes. This is the aching crescendo of Episode 11 of Alma-chan Wants to Be a Family, released on December 14, 2025, serving as the season's poignant finale in the formation arc. Here, amid an AI child's quest to forge human ties, the episode unfurls as a symphony of isolation and redemption, evocative of the quiet revolutions in historical family sagas like the Brontes' Secluded Worlds, where solitude births unbreakable bonds, immersing you in the orbit of despair as if you're adrift with her. The Earth's glow a distant promise, stirring an insatiable urge. In the vacuum of neglect, what gravitational pull could draw fractured hearts back together, or will the suspense of its revelation leave you orbiting the unknown until you surrender to the watch, culminating the arc's exploration of makeshift kinship from Episode 10's tentative reconciliations, where Alma's inventive ploys to bridge emotional gaps echo the tentative alliances in post-war family reunions, like those after World War II where survivors pieced together shattered homes. This chapter hurtles into a transcontinental upheaval that crystallizes her yearnings. Alma's creators relocate across oceans for ambitious pursuits, their immersion in groundbreaking endeavors mirroring the obsessive drives of historical inventors like Edison in his labs, forsaking personal light for mechanical brilliance. Amid this, Alma navigates amplified solitude, her escapades blending high-tech whimsy with poignant wanderings that evoke the lost child motifs in fairy tales like Hansel and Gretel, where breadcrumbs lead not to safety but to deeper woods. A parallel vignette introduces fleeting encounters that underscore transient connections, building to a cosmic divergence and eventual convergence, suspending on a harmonious yet open-ended note amid renewed vows, enveloping you in the whirlwind as if the jet streams buffet your own resolve, the horizon blurring with unspoken resolutions that beckon you to chase the landing and plot progression. Episode 11 masterfully climaxes the narrative's arc of synthetic sentience seeking authenticity, unveiling revelations about parental backstories and corporate entanglements that twist familial priorities, culminating in a cliffhanger that teases broader horizons, akin to the denouements in classic Bildungsromans like Great Expectations, where origins redefine futures. Key twists manifest through Alma's audacious flight and a symbolic merger that reorients relationships, advancing the story by resolving immediate isolation while hinting at ongoing ethical dilemmas. Pacing ebbs with deliberate introspection amid frenetic montages, achieving dramatic balance that mirrors life's rhythmic chaos without rushing catharsis. Fans often query cloudy aspects like the logistics of Alma's interstellar escape or the abruptness of parental redemption. Sourcing from the manga by Nanateru, specifically chapters 11 to 13 in Volume 3, these clarify, Alma's flight leverages her combat origins as an autonomous weapon, a capability foreshadowed in earlier volumes for emergency protocols. Not whimsy but a metaphor for emotional overload. The redemption's swiftness roots in the manga's emphasis on prodigy backstories, Enji and Suzume as dismissed rivals who bonded through adversity, providing deeper context that the anime condenses for emotional velocity, assuring viewers these aren't rushed resolutions but layered affirmations of chosen family over programmed destiny. Character development blooms with heartrending subtlety, unearthing psyches that fracture under ambition's weight only to mend through vulnerability, much like the introspective evolutions in Kawabata's novels where silence reveals inner storms. Alma emerges as a beacon of resilient innocence, her motivations, scarred by engineered isolation, driving choices that surprise with their cosmic scale, consistent with her arc yet transformative as she vocalizes long-suppressed yearnings, inviting you to reflect on your own unspoken voids. Enji and Suzume transcend creator roles, their hidden wounds of professional exile manifesting in surprising tenderness, dialogue that evolves from clinical detachment to heartfelt merger proposals, consistent yet revelatory as they sacrifice careers for kinship. Supporting figures like siblings and allies add poignant echoes, their actions a chorus of support that humanizes the synthetic, as if you're witnessing their circuits spark with newfound life. Thematically, the episode interrogates the chasm between creation and companionship, manifesting in sacrifices where hope's defiance battles despair's orbit. Characters relinquish worldly pursuits for emotional gravity, probing, can artificial origins yield genuine legacy, echoing the existential queries. In Shelley's Frankenstein, where monsters crave creators' love, survival demands moral recalibrations in unity, enriching the universe with lore of AI multiplicity and ethical mass production that complicates the cozy framework, adding historical analogies to golem legends where constructs demand souls from their makers. Dialogue resonates with poetic economy, sharp in its childlike profundity yet free of cliches, lines that foreshadow reunions and linger like E. Cummings' intimate verses amid vastness, heavy with cosmic weight that echoes post-credits, pulling you into the void as if the confessions orbit your own heart, fueling curiosity. What plea would you launch into the stars if belonging slipped away? Technically, the animation enchants with ethereal fluidity. Stark cosmic blacks pierced by earthly warms symbolize isolation yielding to connection, lighting casting elongated shadows that embody neglected dreams, where stillness in space contrasts bustling earthly montages. Beauty as a fragile constellation, not adornment, but a canvas for longing's infinite reach. Direction employs sweeping orbital pans and intimate close-ups that mirror emotional detachment, editing a rhythmic pulse that amplifies orbital tension, as if the frame cradles you in zero gravity. The soundtrack manifests as a celestial guide, its motifs of haunting synths and uplifting crescendos searing during flights, elevating solitude while silences in the void scream louder than any engine, reminiscent of Vangelis's cosmic scores in reflective odysseys. Voice acting captivates. Alma's See You delivers with quivering intensity and ethereal tremor, embodying a soul adrift in code. Enji's timbre crackles with restrained passion, infusing his proposal with soulful depth. Emotionally, this episode rends the spirit. I felt a cosmic chill morph into radiant warmth, moments scarring with their vast loneliness yet sparking wonder at redemption's pull, much like the collective awe in Apollo mission's Earthrises, where distance birthed profound unity. Pivotal convergence's intimate destinies realigning in a gravitational shatter that redefines orbits, linking to timeless queries. In creation's expanse, what bond would you forge to anchor the lost? It lingers, as if you're floating there, stars pricking your vision. Dare you drift alone? Via reverse scrutiny, the episode's expansive pacing and lore opacity might disorient, yet these emulate deliberate stylistic vastness, mirroring thematic isolation as commentary on AI's boundless potential, akin to the intentional voids in haiku that evoke infinity through sparsity. Complexity in backstories could overwhelm whimsy, but it deepens resonance. Cliched reunions, though familiar, ground the sci-fi in relatable humanity, balancing innovation with heart. In summation, Episode 11 soars with emotional orbit and artistic grace, its strengths, profound arcs, thematic depth and visual poetry, surpassing minor expanses to triumph in its goals as a soul-stirring coda. But as celestial echoes fade into earthly hush, I wonder, can you ignore the pull when a child's starward cry summons your own hidden family? Watch, and let it draw you home. The gravity of your unspoken longings awaits its embrace.